Alrighty guys, we're back for some Splash of War, and this is a Jund treasure build splashing in the Kami War on the top end of the curve here. So we're going to go over the deck, then hop into some normal play mode, but first things first, for anyone who does not know, I'm Red Cat and I play aggro decks and any decks with red in them as well, so I hope that sounds fun to you guys. So what do we got here? We got a Goldhound, 3 Sentinels, 2 Underdogs, 3 Magdas, 4 Innkeepers, and 2 Briefcase here, all in the early game, helping us ramp up into that mid game and also fix our mana. Tenacious Underdog doesn't help us ramp. It's just a really good card. It's just a great card to have in here too, because you can discard it to things like Fable of the Mirror Breaker or even the Celestus as you're trying to turn through your deck to find your mid-game threats, right? Celestus is also great in here because you can tap it to add 1 mana of any color, and as the game goes on, it ends up gaining you quite a bit of life too, which is kind of insane. And I'm not sure I have to go over Fable of the Mirror Breaker again, but yeah, that little goblin could create treasure for us. That second ability helps turn through our deck, which is awesome. And the final ability, Reflection of Kikijiki, has a great targets in here to copy, actually. Mostly, I guess, copying the Goldspan is probably the best thing you can do with Reflection, but yeah, still. Just an amazing card. We have 3 Chariots and 3 Binding the Old Gods here. Cool thing about this saga is that second ability says search your library for a forest card, not a basic forest card. So we can actually search through and find our Ziatora's Proving Ground, our garden, or our headquarters here as well. While we're not really worried about the blue and the white source on the Kami War, it might come in handy to be able to search these 2 cards out, right? Chariot works with like everything here, man. Like you can tap a cat and tap Magda to crew it on up, and Magda gives you a treasure when you do that. Don't forget the Magda and Jaspera Sentinel combo as well, right? Tapping down Magda, get the treasure, add 1 mana of any color. That's an old little strategy, but it's in here as well. So I thought I'd point it out, right? And then of course the cat's coming into play, gains life off the Innkeeper. By the way, I opted for the 4 Innkeepers because I think that life gain is actually going to be pretty important right now, but we'll find out, right? Also, I guess we should talk about Courier's Briefcase, as we've been seeing this pop up in more 5-color decks recently. When it enters, you get that little 1/1 citizen, and it is a treasure, so it works with Goldspan, same as like Goldhound being a treasure dog, right? I believe it works with Goldspan at least. You can tap it, sack it, add 1 mana of any color, sweet. But if you get this in the late game, you can tap all 5 mana colors, tap it, sack it, draw 3 cards. So drawing cards off this could be pretty good, but being that we're relying on treasures for all 5 of our mana colors, I only wanted 2 of them in here, but I did want to try it out regardless, right? So on the top end here, guys, we have 2 Burn Down the House, a great sweeper, a great way to end games as well, because those devils are kind of no joke, as well as 4 Goldspans, another great way to end the game. The Kami War, though, on the very, very top end, we have a 6 mana saga with all 5 mana colors in it. The first turn it's out there, you get to exile target non-land permanent and opponent controls, which is essentially what Binding the Old Gods does, only this destroys and this exiles, which is huge. That hits a lot more, right? And then the second turn is out there, return up to 1 other target non-land permanent to its owner's hand, which hits a lot and could do a lot, and then each opponent discards a card, sweet. The third turn, you exile it, bring it back as a chunky 6/6 flying trample dragon spirit. It's all colors, which doesn't really matter here, but that's cool, right? When it attacks, defending player chooses a non-land card in your graveyard, return that card to your hand. Then this gets +X+0 until end of turn, where X is the mana value of that card. So that could be pretty cool too. Just a lot of great ways to wrap up the game in the mid-range here of the deck, right? And so the mana base is Jund. We have a Hive, we have a Lair, we do have the garden, the headquarters for the binding, something to grab, right? And then we have the Ziatora's Proving Ground, as well as our other dual lands, the Slitherboar, Darkboar Pathway, and the Blight Step and Sear Step are usually going to be played out on red and green, but they're in here just in case, especially if you need to cast out an early underdog or something, right? Okay, guys, I think that's everything. Did I already go everything in the over everything in the deck, guys? This is the fastest we've gone over a deck in weeks. So I'm a little bit taken aback, but I mean, maybe we need that extra time for the matches. So yeah, let's go hop into some normal play mode and see how this goes. See if we get right into the first match here. There we go. Now, I did play a couple test matches with this. The first thing I noticed was I would like another Goldspan. I originally only had 3 Goldspan. I wanted 4, so I did that. But another thing I noticed was there's a lot of power in this deck, man. There's a ton of power in this deck. So I'm excited to pilot it. So no third land in the hand could be pretty bad. But, you know, you guys know I like to test hands like this to see how hard it is to actually draw that land. Or if we even need to, right? We'll see, though. Yeah, this is technically a bad one, especially if they kill Magda right here. I think... I don't like this. We're gonna go swing and see if they trade. I don't think they do. We're gonna get that Fable the Mirror Breaker down. Yep, because we want to make sure we can discard next turn, make sure that we can actually draw a land. Because we're gonna need to Binding the Old Gods real fast here. So if we're up against runes, this isn't going to be too bad on us. We just don't want our opponents to gain too much life as the game goes on here, so. Okay, yep, no blocks. So we really want that land here. Oh, they have removal. Maybe. Yep, Circle of Confinement. Yeah, hit the token that way. Yep, that makes sense. If they would have hit the Magda, we could have eventually removed that, potentially. I really want an untapped land, because I want a Binding the Naturalist and be able to swing in effectively. I'm going to ditch the headquarters, guys. I'm looking for an untapped land, which we might not get here. We didn't get there, but actually, this is pretty good. We get a chump blocker. We could go into Sentinel if we really wanted to. We could. It's greedy because then we might not be able to Binding if they have more removal for the Sentinel and Magda get up here. I'm going to say no. I'm going to say no to the swing here too. Just all around, because if we would have swung before we tapped out, I don't think they would have played into a trap, and I think they would have just blocked, right? They wouldn't have said, oh, I'm not letting you play with fire my naturalist or something. Generally speaking, opponents just block even if you're trying to trick them into a combat trick. And I don't want to lose Magda. Not yet. Chump. Nice. We chump while we can before they start getting trample on everything. Okay, we drew that land. Good. Excellent. Oh, man. Gobble that up real quick. And treasure? Treasure. Down to 24. We're doing good. 1, 2. Okay, well, we can just Kami War next turn, so I'm actually not going to play the Sentinel, because, again, if they have removal for the Magda or something, that kind of ruins our plan. So what do we end up exiling here, guys? Do we want to hit the Sparring Regimen? Or their creatures still? Circle of Confinement, yep. We could hit that too. Bring back Fable of the Mirror Breaker. Oh, I mean, at that point, we really want to just hit the Circle of Confinement, don't we? So we will grab a Jetmir's Garden. It's fine. Kami War comes down. We're not dead. Especially since we're going to get some chump blockers here. I think that's fine. What would you guys have grabbed? I think that was the grab, honestly. Weaver could have been a good target too, but then... Yeah, I don't know. It's really tough. Really, really tough decision. Good news is, it's not runes. This is just Selesnya enchantments, but it looks really spicy. Thinning out the deck here. I'd love to see more removal, which is what Fable the Mirrorbreaker is going to do for us. Gonna return... Probably return the Kami of Transience to hand. We could get a full swing too, get some treasures. Tenacious Underdog. Okay. So... so we'll do that one first, that's fine. Kami of Transience. Get those counters knocked off of it, right? Okay, Death Touch and discard Tenacious Underdog. And honestly, Sentinel is probably gonna go bye-bye. We're looking for more removal. Goldspan, nice. Nice. Now that's a draw, guys. Look at that swing. Oh, buddy, GG. Oh my goodness. I don't even think I played that one out very well, honestly. There was probably a better way to play early on. Oh, yeah, like an early mulligan or something. Yeah, we kept a pretty interesting hand only having 2 land. But yeah, there you guys go. That was a good match, man. 100% win rate with the deck so far. 2 test matches were victorious as well. I'm telling you, there's a lot of power in the deck, but take it with a grain of salt since we're only in normal play mode. I should hit up some ranked soon. I've been telling myself, oh yeah, I'll play ranked next week, but then I never do. I should definitely try out some ranked though. Sure, yeah, I don't mind this. We go first, so at least we have a turn 2 Sentinel. Or a turn 2 Underdog, if that's what we really want. I think I'd prefer Sentinel, though. Yeah, Kami War is just a nasty, nasty card. That if you can fit it into a deck and it works and you can actually cast it easily and stuff, then that it can really turn the tables because... I mean, you saw it last game. You exiled their best thing, whatever helps you the most, and then the next turn, you just return their next best thing to their hand. It's kind of crazy. Let's go Proving Ground here because it has a black source on it as well for the Underdog in case that is what we want to do. Nope, that's a Sentinel. If I've ever seen one because... Yeah, there's actually a lot we can draw here. We can play... Okay, nice. Wow. Okay, how do I want to do this? Hey, what's up, Giada? Hello, buddy. It's been a while, actually. Where's all the angels? They over there crushing ranked or something? Poor ranked. They're just getting wrecked over there by angels or something. I'm okay with getting this down tapped now and going Innkeeper. Like we're setting up, man. Like we're really setting up here. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. If we wait, yeah, all we have to do is play this mountain. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 Kami War. Turn 4 Kami War. I'm down. I think it's only been 4 turns. Okie dokies. We will exile probably... I don't mind either of these, honestly. Probably Giada. I don't know. What would you guys do? I haven't played against angels enough. The other one's gonna get returned to the hand is the thing, you know? You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe it is just Righteous Valkyrie, though. No, I'm gonna go Giada. It's too good. It ramps them into late game angels. Honestly, it might have been really greedy to play this early when they don't have more to get rid of. So next turn, we return Valkyrie to their hand, so it gets rid of the counter on that, right? Nice. Gain some life. Swing on in. Down to 15. We gotta be careful. Oh my goodness, another Kami War. That's nasty, bro. That's nasty. Holy cow, dude. Oh my goodness. What a draw, guys. I just feel, it just feels wrong at this point. Oh my. So they discarded, yep, Overseer. Well, Tenacious Underdog, you'll get to shine one of these days. Wait, we could play, wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. No, yes, we we can't play. Tap the Innkeeper this time because the Sentinel can actually block in the air. I'm still gonna swing with it though because we're gonna be swinging in the air here soon with some flying trample dragons. So 5 mana, Valkyrie, Giada. Nope, Youthful Valkyrie. Okay, gain 3. Yeah, angels are scary to say the least, and we're gonna go ahead and return Righteous Valkyrie to hand. Dude, the Kami War is insane. Holy cow. Okay, so we can play this out on, I'd say, red quite effectively here. Still blocks in the air. We could blitz down Tenacious Underdog, but is it necessary? No, we probably just play it. Right? They can block 1, we slip 1 damage through. I think that's fine. Down to 25. We do want to keep them away from this buff as long as possible, but if they just go Righteous Valkyrie into another angel, even though we got rid of so many of their cards, they did have another angel. Yep, so they actually get the buff here too. If they swing though, yeah, they gotta pass. Nice, yep, Binding of the Old Gods. Wow, just amazing draws. Unbelievable, guys, unbelievable. So what's holding them up here? Let me see. Shield of the Sea Gate. Sacrifice. Choose Hexproof or Indestructible. Creatures you control gain that ability until end of turn. Okay, so actually Binding doesn't get around the Indestructible. Another Kami War would, but yeah, so they're going to be able to sacrifice this. We're still going to attempt the target on the Righteous Valkyrie. So they're going to want to go Shield of the Sea Gate, give everything indestructible, or Hexproof right now would work too, I believe. Yeah, we're still going to do this though. We're still going to do this. Man, the opponent's stacked though. I can't believe how many angels they ended up having. So yeah, the reason we did that before combat and everything, like obviously now we can't swing in because there would be a double block, but it was the exact same concept. If we would have swung in, they could have done the exact same thing, only they actually had an extra blocker there too, so it really depends what they draw here, guys. They're still in this. They really, really are. Ooh, burn down the house. Okay. Okay, burn down the house. So let's grab the Jetmir's Garden. Yeah, so burn down the house means we could go 1/1s and swing in, or depending on what they block here, we could try to burn everything. But I don't think that's the play. What do you guys think? Is it just, do we just go aggro? I don't think so. I think we swing and see what they do. Just casually having no cards in our graveyard. It's really funny, actually. How often does that happen? So they take 6, they block 1, take 6. Oh, they go for the double block. So we take out the Righteous Valkyrie here. That's huge for us, guys. Nice. That is huge for us. So now we could burn down the house. I'm actually going to save this back. If they have another Righteous Valkyrie, they would have played it last turn. Yeah, I'm going to save the burn down the house back. All of our creatures are going to get Death Touch next turn, so a swing here is actually huge. No blocks. Down to 15. Oh, depopulate. Oh, what a draw from the opponent. Maybe that's what they got last turn, though? Oh, no, guys. Oh, this is anyone's game. I can't believe it, actually. Like, we drew so much fire. It really shows the power that Angels has right now. Incredible, actually. Back and forth match for both of us here. Could blitz out Tenacious Underdog, but we're not doing a lot if we do that. I do like the Innkeeper play, and I guess we're gonna get some Devils, guys. We gain life here, we get some damage through, and like, at least we're playing stuff, right? Whereas it does look like the opponent ran out of Angels for now. But yeah, losing both of our dragons actually makes me very scared, because they could bounce back from this so fast. Just save a couple Angels in hand, ready to go. Only one Giada's gone. They have 2 more Righteous Valkyries in the deck, probably. They end up passing. Gonna bring this out, gain a life, so it only cost 1. Nothing sticking. We do draw here. I wonder if I should have kept the land in hand in case... okay, now. I was gonna say, just in case we want to discard it later on to a card effect. Okay. Yep. Couple 4/4 Angels never hurt anything, huh? Not great seeing these 2 ramp cards here. This is anyone's game, man. Oh man, this is scary. So we could bring Tenacious Underdog out. So we're gonna go Innkeeper, right? So Underdog's cast becomes free here from the grave, because we gain 2. And they don't know what's in our hand, so if they block Underdog and one of the 1/1s, then we get to take out one of these Angels. They go both into 1/1s, then Tenacious Underdog slips his damage through, and we get to poke these extra 2 damage through as well, so... Okay. This isn't terrible, guys. We're actually, like, getting to the point where, like, we have another Burn Down the House in the deck, too. We get to gain more life here. More creatures, the wider we go, the better here, as the opponent's getting lower and lower. You guys let me know, have I been playing the deck all right so far? I'm gonna keep this open. We might channel this. Oh no. Okay, yeah. Yep. I'm regretting playing Burn Down the House as an aggressive play right now. I'm gonna go for it. The opponent's feeling pretty confident that we're not gonna be able to go wide enough. Yeah, that's another land. They win next turn if we don't get it here. Chariot doesn't have haste, but it does gain us a ton of life. That's huge, guys. So we do Chariot before combat because we're going to full swing. Gain 4 life, right? Bring out the underdog. Gain 2 more life. Full swing. It's a full swing because we need those innkeepers to slip through, and they need to block the tenacious underdog. So we're getting 5 damage through here. And since we're back up to 16, yeah, this is a tough match, man. Oh man, I hope I'm playing it well enough for you guys. Yep, they're forced to block there. Like a Goldspan off the top too would be insane. Or something to kill our devil too. Didn't see it. We could play this. 1, 2. I'll play it. No, I'll keep it. Keep it in hand. Okay, this could go any way right here, right now. Inspiring Overseer. They're back up to 2, which means the devil doesn't kill them. Oh, Righteous Valkyrie. Oh no, guys. Oh no. Oh no. Dude. I mean, we're both really ripping fire, but right now, I would love to see what I was seeing at the beginning of the game, right? Safely swing in with the Vigilance. Okay. Yep, they have 5 blockers. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 cards, so it really comes down to what... Yep, so they're gonna go ahead and destroy Magda here. But they also got rid of one of their blockers, so... I'm at the edge of my seat right now. Oh my goodness. Okay. They don't want me to be able to get the Chariot going. Another blocker down. If they keep going. Okay, I don't know what's left in their hand. But we kind of just full swing. Right? We don't know what's in their hand, though. Neither of these have lifelink. And 2 gets through. There it is! Let's go, guys! Boy, that was a struggle and a half, but we got there. I'll tell you what, if at some point we would have stopped drawing mana, though... This play was kind of a bad play. While it did end up working out in the long run, if I would have saved this as a board wipe to get rid of those angels, that would have just been a lot better, I think. So that's something to note for sure. Yeah, for a while there, we were just kind of drawing land and more of our early game ramp as well, which is, it kind of shows like the dark side of the deck, right? Because you're kind of seeing like why Fable of the Mirror Breaker and stuff like that's so important. Being able to get rid of that early game ramp and draw into your finishers is really, really important. It's a really good game, though. Really good match. That could have been anyone's. Like, we both had so much power. Good hand. Good hand. We're actually going to skip the turn 1 Goldhound, though. Make sure we get Innkeeper down for a turn 3 Chariot. What do you guys think? I think that's a reasonable play. Turn 3 Binding could do a thing, but I think it's still just Chariot. I'm not trading Innkeeper for anything, man. That life gain that life gain was way too important last time. So potential mono green. Thinking werewolves, but it could be mono green wolves too. That would be sick. Blizzard Brawl, nice. Okay. It might have been worth the swing last time, but I don't think so. Surprised they didn't take out a cat, but I guess, yeah, they don't really... I'm gonna take the 2 here instead of powering this up. Because we don't know if they have another Blizzard Brawl. Like, we could power that up and then suffer greatly for that. Okay, they go for the Who Endures here. Wow, opponent picked us apart really fast. Yeah, take action for sure. And we're gonna grab... let's grab... with a basic land type. That's sick. We have a black source already. Make sure we have blue and white with the headquarters. That's pretty good for us, actually. Binding doesn't do a lot, but neither does the other cards, really. I do want to save Binding back, though, I think. Right? Maybe. Yeah. I think I want to save Binding back. Well... yeah, I think so. What do you guys think? Would you have used the Binding on this little Pack Song pup? Like, yeah, they gain more life the bigger it gets, but it... Oh, Kodama, okay. Oh, Pack Leader. Okay, so Binding's gonna hit that Kodama for sure. And if we don't double block here, which I'm going to, I don't want them to ramp, and I'm also completely okay with these trades. Gotta get the first strike first to make sure it dies. I think. No. Is that how that works? Wait, I'm confused. I'm confusing myself. I'm thinking too far into it. Only one black source, so we can't get underdog unless we ditch the briefcase. Play this out on green safely, I believe. See if they trade. I don't think they do. I think they take 4. Okay, at that point, we're gonna go ahead and get Tenacious Underdog down, because we go and we get to grab like another Proving Ground, or even like the Jetmir's Garden could be huge here. Good trade for us. Proving Ground. So Jetmir's Garden. I'm tempted to cycle this, honestly. Oh, I don't have double black source. I just got done saying that. That's hilarious. Yeah, no, we wanna get this down for the double black. At this point, it's a race to the finish, and the opponent might win this race if they have cards like Oddity. Oh no! Double Oddity and a land for us until end of turn. We have to draw. I'm going for it, man. I'm going for it. Wait, we don't have any instant removal in the deck. Well, these both had trample anyways. We were at 8. So we can block 4 of it. So we're just swinging with, yeah, just in case they don't have a third Oddity already in hand. I'm going to also keep this to potentially discard it. Guys, what's up, man? Do we have too much mana in the deck? I don't think so, but... Ooh, Fable. Okay. So we kept that as a discard, so that's good. Can't transform it yet. They're 1 mana short. Oh, that'll do it. That'll do it. GG opponent. Hey, first loss. That's 8 damage no matter what, right? Good game, opponent, man. Yeah, we didn't see too much there. A lot of ramp, which, again, that's kind of the dark side of the deck, where you might get too much of that ramp early on and then just not be able to see anything for the rest of the game. Because there's only, what, 4 gold spans, 4 of the Kami Wars, and so It's really only 8 cards in the 60 card deck that you really want to see once you get to that mana. So like adding an extra like burn down the house even could be really good. So obviously we'll talk about that in the final thoughts of the deck, but for the most part the deck's beautiful. It's working out really, really well. Opponent had a lot of answers, bro. As with any ramp build, of course, you're gonna see matches where you only see the cards that you want to ramp into. I'm gonna keep this, man. I am crazy. This might be a really fast match. Might be a really, really fast match. Hey, there we go. We got a 1-drop. Now the question is, can we see the 2-drop? Go ahead and get a drink of water here real quick, guys. That's good water. Really good start from the opponent over there, playing the brand spanking new Boros Burn that I've seen floating about. Looks like a really fun build. I'm glad people are finally picking up that Boros is sick. Yeah, so no turn 2. We're probably going to have to block with Sentinel. I should have mulliganed, guys. I'm sorry, man. I'm crazy. Like, I'm like, oh yeah, I love to keep these to test the deck, but then it only works 50% of the time. I'm taking the 4. No 3-drop is huge for us because there's tons of 3-drop haste in their deck, right? I think so. Oh. Oh, the punish. Oh, the land. Okay, we're kind of forced to block next turn. We're getting way too low. Oh no. Oh no. This does give me a chance to talk about this new Boros Burn deck, right? Because it looks really powerful, and from what I've heard, it's apparently taking over Arena. Yep, no blocks for us though. This is my fault though, guys. Let's be real. Yeah, we drew another land. Yep, that makes sense. GG. I'm gonna let them swing on in, guys. That's my fault, man. But let's be real. The opponent's deck really popped off too, but that is because it just looks really good, doesn't it? It looks really, really good. Click through those as fast as possible. 66 total percent win rate for the deck, but I believe we only played 4 matches on video, right? So 2 wins, 2 losses there. I'm still pretty satisfied. That last game, that was just silly, guys. I really should have mulliganed there. And I apologize for that. But hey, at least we were in normal play mode, right? Splash of War. These final thoughts, man. I have some thoughts for sure. Okay. There are gonna be games where you see too many of your ramp cards and not enough of your end game. There are gonna be games where you only see your end game and not enough of your ramp cards. Has there ever been an answer to this? I don't know. Do you guys have an answer to this? Honestly, I think first of all, if that Boros deck that we just saw starts being everywhere, right, then Crush the Weak is going to be an important card to have just in like a lot of different builds, right? Or like early sweepers like that in red is probably going to be super important. Crush the Weak in this deck probably isn't that good though, because it hits like all of these, this whole top end. So really it's going to come down to, can you ramp fast enough and get chunky creatures before they get a bunch of their little dorks on the board swinging in, right? And so how do we want to do this, right? I guess first things first, I love the Innkeepers in the deck over the Briefcase. Underdog was probably too valuable to not have a couple of at least. Magda seemed good. Being legendary and having a huge target on its back probably means you can drop this down to 2 and be pretty effective with it. If you do drop this to 2, you might want to go up a 3rd Burn Down the House, because Burn Down the House is going to be huge. Imagine that last game, right? Had I had even just one Innkeeper in that last game, I would have been able to wipe the opponent's board. And they already used 2 of their Play With Fires, which I'm pretty sure they run 4 of, right? And so, like, Burn Down the House is probably going to be a huge card, guys, for red. It really is. I think this is probably a 3 of in here. So maybe drop a Magda, go up to 3 burn, or if you love having Magda in here, maybe you only have 1 Tenacious Underdog. It is a brand new card. Maybe you didn't want to spend any wild cards on it, for example. Just add an extra Burn Down the House. If you don't have the Burn Down the House, this deck probably isn't for you. Because I think it's going to be that important, which is why going up to 3 of them is probably really important, right? Goldhound is pretty spicy, but in this particular build, it's all right. Like, yeah, I guess it's pretty good. Just as a little one of dork here that helps us ramp early on, gets a card into the grave, which works with the with our little chunky dragon spirit here, right? The mana base seemed pretty good, but mostly because of all of our fixers at the top end. So, yeah, this was a really cool one, guys. You guys will have to let me know what you thought of it down in the comments below. And if you made it this far into the video, y'all are champions, and I super duper appreciate you. I will see you in the next video.